All right, so it is day 8. We up 8K, man. It's my 1,000 day series. Just to recap, that's me treating every single day as if I got paid $1,000 to live it. As you can see, the lighting is poor and it is completely dark outside. It's because it's 7 p.m. I'm finna head into work. It was supposed to snow today, man. So I was reading the forecast all week and it said it called for snow all day today and snow all day tomorrow. So I decided to take a rest weekend, and it didn't even snow. It didn't even snow yet. But I already prepared my body to take a rest weekend, and I mean, I feel amazing. So I'm definitely thinking that that rest weekend was a good idea, just for the cumulative fatigue that I've been experiencing. So it was good to go ahead, and today I got I iced my, basically from my lower, right under my knee, and put that into like a bucket. So ice water from right under both knees into a bucket. So kind of just getting that shin bone and that tibialis anterior and everything, like in the ankle and the foot. Got that ice with Epsom salt, and also put my arm to forearm in it, because I realized that's the area that needs to swing the fastest. For sprinting, you need the area under the knee down to the foot, and the area right above the elbow up to the hand to be swinging very fast, because that's that right there will drive you. It'll drive the rest of your body. So I want to make sure that those parts of my body aren't swollen. And I've experienced swollen wrists from the past, because I used to box for a little bit over a year and a half, and just hitting the heavy bag 3 to 4 times a week. That'll just swell your wrist up. And so I'm just making sure that everything's in line to the point where I don't experience any swelling. And now, since I run a lot, my ankles and my it's the area behind, it's the area, basically it's the area below my calf that leads into the Achilles. That area there will swell, and it'll get soft, and it'll almost get fluid in it. It's it'll get really soft. So that's good that I iced it today, because it feels a bit better. Feels a bit more springy. So I'm glad I did that. But this video is gonna be pretty short, man, because I didn't do much today besides that ice. And then I also watched, shout out to Track All Access and what they're doing over there. The Georgia head coach, I watched her teach some of the young guys over at Georgia block start techniques and different things. So I picked up some things there, and I put it in my program, because I can't believe we live in 2026 where this information is free. And for most people, it doesn't matter that information is free, because they're not going to focus in enough to understand the cues that that lady was giving those kids, or I guess young men, because they're all probably 18 or older. But those young men, they probably don't understand the keys that she's giving them and the cues and everything. But I have been studying this for a while, so when she says something about hey, make sure your shoulders aren't over the line, make sure that block starts at 40, not 50. I'm or that block pedals at 40, not 50. I'm just bet. You don't got to tell me twice, because you clearly know what you're doing. You're the head coach of an SEC school. And just having that in my program, and being able to just learn from it, and being able to just absorb that type of information for free, bro. It's insane. Most people, even regular people, they'll pay hundreds of dollars a month for a personal trainer. Bro, the best people in the world are talking online for free. You just got to be smart enough to be able to comprehend what they're saying. And you have to be willing enough to understand that you're not going to be good at it the first time, and you need to record yourself and fix the problems and align it with the cues that they're trying to give their athletes. And that's something I pride myself in being able to do. So I'm very happy I got to see that. So yeah, I was mainly for my 1K a day goal. What I did today was edit my weekly workout. Now I'm almost done with it. I just have to edit a little bit more of my max velocity day. I got exactly what I do for my tempo days. I got exactly what I do for my block start days. I just need, because right now all I'm doing is a 60, 70, 80 workout wise for a max velocity, and I'm just timing the 30-meter flies. So I'm timing the last 30 meters in the 60, the 70, the 80 to make sure, well, one, to see where I hit max velocity, because if my 70-meter, 30-meter fly is slower, then that means, you know, I'm already decelerating when I hit, you know, 65 meters or 70 meters. If my 80-meter, 30-meter fly is slower, that means, you know, at 70, 75 meters, that's when I'm trying to accelerate. So I get that type of information and knowledge to be like, all right, cool. Now I know at what point of my sprint that I'm decelerating at, what I need to hone in on, what to focus on. But I want to add some max velocity drills before I get into the max velocity sprint, just to reinforce good technique and to reinforce some front side mechanics as well. Make sure I'm not cycling in the back. That's like my biggest problem right now, is I'm cycling in the back, just the way my hamstrings have been trained from running long distances. So gotta fix that. But yeah, really working on that max velocity. That's gonna be tomorrow, since I'm taking another rest day. So I should have a solid max velocity plan implemented in my program tomorrow that I can carry out into next week. And next week will be week 1 of that 100-week physical plan that I got going on. And that's a dynamic plan. I will be tweaking it, just because you don't just, you know, obviously you have to tailor your plan to the athlete and where they're at. And, you know, I'm not going to just write a 100-week plan in the beginning and just stick to it. Like, no, I'm going to adjust as my body changes and grows, because that's what smart people do. You adapt as you adapt. You don't just stick it out because it's the old way we used to do things. That's my biggest pet peeve, and that's what stifles progress. That's what stops progress in so many different facets of life. Is people just sticking to the old way of things just because that's the way they learned how to do it the first time, and they're too lazy to reevaluate how things are currently. That is not me. So, but I'm happy to say that I think I have a very solid starting point going into week 1. So that's all for today.